Hey, I want to thank Pepperami Roll for sending some products over for me to try today. You're watching Jack's Eye.
You're watching Jack's Eye.
Let's get this thing open. It smells like pepperami. If you, that's what I'm smelling. Sort of first thoughts are, there's a little, it looks like it's smiling. It's got a little smile on it, which is nice. The first thought is it going to be too dry? I'm going to eat it now.
Oh man, yeah. Well, the thing about the pepperami roll was, you didn't know if it was going to be too dry or if it was going to be moist. You know, you'd need, surely there's going to be moisture in there.
It's not dry at all.
And it wasn't too dry.
It's really good, guys. Guys, it's...
Okay. Let's stop right there. Does it take the breakfast test?
Breakfast test.
Guys, this thing passed the breakfast test with flying colours. It filled me up all the way up until brunch.
I got given this for Christmas from my brother. Thanks very much.
The JML Hoverball, fantastic product. See you later. But really, that's all that needs to be said about it. But of course, I do want to say a few more things.
The first thing I did was I got it out of the box and I put it down on the floor like that. Sorry.
It was the way I got it out of the packet and put it upside down. It was the way I did it. Yeah, in my head it was that way, but obviously it was that way.
Parents are going to love this feature is these little pads along the side. You can pummel this thing into skirting boards and walls and it will not make a mark.
Bounces off walls and skirting boards without bumps, bangs or scratches.
Yeah, well, the promise of kicking it into skirting boards and walls and not making any marks, I had to test that. Yeah, so we devised a test. I thought I'd kick it into the skirting board for about 30 minutes.
Coming up to a 15-minute mark now. We've got another 15 minutes to go and we'll see what the damage is. Well, as you can see, that's half an hour of kicking the hoverball into this skirting board. Not a mark on it. If you have a look at this, that mark was already there. But of course I've been upgraded. When you run a successful review show, you're gonna get upgraded. Firstly, their missions seem to be to get me absolutely trashed on champagne. I mean really, really wasted. And that worked. I was completely fucked before we'd even left the ground.
And doing so in the lavatories might put the safety of the flight at risk.
So then I settle in with a movie starring Zach Braff. Loved it. And then dinner comes round and it's better than anything I'd eaten in the last 6 months. But to be fair, I had been living off a Pepperami Roll sponsorship, so it was just nice to have a change.
I was skeptical. I was skeptical because I love pepperami. I have this thing about pepperami. I just think, don't touch it. Untouchable.
I put that. I mean, it's just, well,
Untouchable, you know? Don't touch it. Pepperami, don't go near it. Pepperami, are you kidding? Pepperami? Are you actually gonna try and...
it has everything that the Pepperami was missing before.
You're trying to change the pepperami? Is that what's going on here? You're actually trying to change the pepperami. And they changed it. And they went with a roll. And they did well.
Look, something about me, okay? I love playing the guitar. I'm very good at playing the guitar, okay? And I've played a lot of guitars over the years, so I think it's fair to say that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to playing guitar. There's a little pub around the corner, my local, runs a little open mic night, and for about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes, I shred the place up on a Wednesday night. The thing is, it can get really intense. For a few people that go in there, you know, bless them, I mean, they don't get out much, and when they do, they come to the pub and they see me shred. It can get quite intense for them, so they filter out during my set. you know, they don't see people like me shred all the time, so they're not quite used to it. I mean, some nights I just completely empty the room. That's good for me because it shows that I'm really, you know, putting out a full level of intensity. But for the bar staff and the management, I think they get quite irritated by it. Apparently the problem is that they're not taking as much money on the bar as they normally would. And then I just sort of spoon-fed myself soft ice cream sorbet. I can't remember the flavour. I mean, I was really, really messed up by this point. I look round and everyone's holding it together. I was f***ed. I can't really remember this, but I just filmed myself on the toilet for about 2.5 hours. It was great fun. This, I don't need this. This is because, you know, I'm not having a go. I know it's my choice to eat them, but that is not what I want. You know, I'm 29. I used to be like that. Now I'm like that because pepperoni rolls.
Thing is, you're gonna do what I did. You're gonna eat some pepperoni rolls. You're gonna run out of pepperoni rolls. Then you're gonna go to the supermarket late at night, and you're gonna be looking. You're gonna be parading these aisles for pepperoni rolls.
It's filling me up, which is good. No one likes a snack that just you eat and you're still hungry. Fills you up. I mean, I've had about 4 now. Brian. Oh my. This week I'm going to be reviewing the Confused.com robot You're Watching Jack's Eye. You know when you're a child, when you were a child, and you ordered something from a magazine or a comic or something, and you've waited for something to arrive at your house for a very, very long time, and it seems like forever. That's what it felt like with Brian, except I'm an adult now. I'm an adult now. So anyway, yeah, Brian arrived. Don't want to ruin the box. These things might be very expensive one day. Brian? 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 You press his chest, and he says all the stuff that's in the advert.
I love being your robo friend. Yay!
Yay!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Confused.com. Confused.com. I can probably do it better. Confused.com. That's the same. Confused.com. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the best I can do. Oh, where am I? You know, walking around aimlessly in the London Underground is not fun. Not fun at all. I needed my coffee.
Oh, I needed coffee. I need my coffee. I need my morning coffee.
I needed my coffee. I just really needed it. I love my coffee. Really love my coffee. I'm such a coffee guy.
No, I need it. I need my coffee. I need my coffee.
So what does the guy say at the counter? The coffee machine's broken. So what do I have to try? One of these iced coffees.
Thanks to Jimmy, I found one at the snack shop up there.
Oh my god. It's like a breath of fresh air. You know, a lot of these shake well before use products, they say shake me or you know, shake well before use. But this one says shake me like a Polaroid picture. Famous Jay-Z song. You know, all you Beyoncés and Lucy Loose, you know. Great song. Just zoom in on that so they can just see that. Guys, you can stick one in your back pocket when you go down the pub.
Don't sit on it. If you're going to put it in your back pocket, you're going to flatten your pepperoni roll straight out. I learnt that the hard way. It's still edible. That thing crushes. fattens right back out. Not all the way, but it's got a sort of it's like memory foam. It pops back out, and you've got nearly a perfectly brand new pepperami roll.
Man, I'm telling you, man. If I take another bite, the beds go flat. I slept on my front. The air hostesses come round and tuck you in. I slept like an overgrown 29-year-old baby. And then I went and peeled back the curtain to have a little peek into economy. God, it was horrible back there. It was bleak. It was like the 1940s. Crying babies. It was just a mess back then. But yeah, what was weird was that economy had turbulence. I looked back and business class is still no turbulence in business class. Economy, people are going, oh, oh, thinking they're falling from the sky. People are going, oh, turbulence, crying babies, dum, dum, that little annoying noise that's going off all the time. Crying babies. I look back into business class. Wow. What? These strings, man. Jeez. I mean these strings. Jeez. These strings are silky smooth. You can run your fingers up and down them like they are ladies' legs. I like to treat a guitar like I treat a woman. You know, you got a guitar, you place it in your lap, and you stroke it. You know, you stroke that thing. And with hybrid strings, it's a lot smoother. It's kind of like when a lady first waxes her legs, you know? You know, when that fresh waxed feeling of a lady's leg, that's like the neck of a guitar. It's not like the neck of a woman, because you don't really, I'm not really a choker. Some women do like to be choked, but that is purely their decision. But anyway, when it comes to the neck of a guitar, you stroke it, you don't choke it. Wee. And there's another one. It just goes wee.
Hi, I'm Brian of Confused.com. I love being your rebel friend. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Confused.com. Hi, I'm Brian of Confused.com.
When cold coffee first came about, commercially that is, remember, cold coffee's always existed. Once you've made a coffee, it will inevitably go cold, and then you drink that cold coffee. You know, it was just seen as crappy coffee then. Now they've managed to package up that cold coffee and sell it. Very clever stuff. I wasn't too sure about it. I was thinking, this is lazy. Warm it up. I love my coffee. I'm such a coffee guy. In the mornings, I need my coffee. Oh, really love my coffee. Don't get me wrong, I bloody love a cup of tea too. But no, I need my coffee. Really do need it. Otherwise, oh, love my coffee. I'm such a coffee person. Something that's, you know, I'm coffee, coffee's me. I love my coffee.
It also has just plain pepperoni. Now it's just got the hotness inside. The hotness and the dryness of the original. If you don't know that pepperoni roll in your mouth at one time, I might throw up.
So good. Oh man, I fucking love pepperoni. Oh, if you throw them up, you can eat more. Eat more, throw them up, eat more, throw it up. This is something that the Romans and the Greeks did all the time. They throw up, eat more, throw up, eat more, throw up. They didn't have pepperoni rolls in those times. If they did, they would be eating them. They would be throwing them up, eating them and throwing them up.
The winner, chicken dinner. Cheers, big head.
Certificate of authenticity. Certificate of authenticity. The certificate of authenticity is a really nice touch, and I think that most people are going to really appreciate that sort of thing, especially when this thing becomes a vintage toy in the future. I'm keeping my box. I'm keeping my certificate of authenticity. There's only 3 ways of owning your own Brian the Robot. That's going with Confused.com, which is the most advisable way. There's stealing my Brian the Robot off me, which isn't advisable. And there's going on eBay.
I love being your robo friend.
Don't steal my Brian the Robot. Don't steal my Brian the Robot.